Welcome to the Hadith series presented by Alhussnain Seminary. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the Hadith series presented by Alhussnain Seminary. This series is going to contain short videos containing relevant ahadith which will insha'Allah help with our spirituality and also help with us as our growth as Muslims. Now the first hadith that I want to start off this series with is a concise hadith which has been requested by Muawiyah radiallahu anhu from Aisha radiallahu anha as a sort of advice. So basically what happened was Muawiyah radiallahu anhu wrote a letter to Aisha radiallahu anha asking her to write an advice back to him, but to make it concise, not to make it too long. So it's a perfect fit for our series. So inshallah we'll start with that hadith which has been narrated by Tirmidhi rahimahullah ta'ala in his Sunan. He mentions that عن عبد الوهاب بن الوادي عن رجل من أهل المدينة أن معاوية رضي الله تعالى عنه كتب إلى عائشة أم المؤمنين رضي الله تعالى عنها أن اكتبي إلي كتابا وتوصيني فيه ولا تكثري علي. فكتبت عائشة رضي الله تعالى عنها إلى معاوية رضي الله تعالى عنه: سلام عليك، أما بعد فإني سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول: من التمس رضاء الله بسخط الناس كفاه الله مؤنة الناس، ومن التمس رضاء الناس بسخط الله وكله الله إلى الناس والسلام عليك. This hadith translated means that Muawiyah radiallahu anhu, he wrote a letter to Aisha, the al-Mu'mineen, the mother of the believers, radiallahu anha, may Allah be pleased with her, saying that write me or send me a letter in which you advise me, but don't make it too long. So Aisha radiallahu anha wrote back to Muawiyah radiallahu anhu, greeting him with Assalamu alaikum and saying that I heard Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say that whoever seeks the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even though it causes anger of people, means that he chooses Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala over the people, even if it makes them angry, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take over those things that the people might leave doing for this person. So let's just say that this person, he had people helping him in different matters of life. And now these people, because they have these favors upon this person, they ask him or her to do something which goes against the sunnah, which goes against Islam. So this person, he does not or she does not listen to these people but obeys Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now what if these people leave this support that they were giving him or her? Then they should not worry, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take that responsibility upon himself. The second part of the hadith, وَمَنِ الْتَمَسَ رِضَاءَ النَّاسِ بِسَخَطِ اللَّهِ, but whoever seeks the pleasure of people, even if it causes the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then Allah will make his matter or her matter over to the people. Now this is a very scary thought, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives our matters in the hands of people, and people will never be happy with you. And a poet very beautifully says, Ubayd ibn al-Abras, who was a very great Jahili poet, but he was also a muwahid. He used to believe in the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He says in his very famous mu'allaqa, very famous poem, he says, مَنْ يَسْأَلِ النَّاسَ يَحْرِمُوهُ وَسَائِلُ اللَّهِ لَا يَخِيبُ, that the one who asks the people, then these people will not give him, or they will abstain from giving him. But whoever asks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who asks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he'll never return empty-handed. He won't fail in this in his mission of his to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So keeping that in mind, we should always look to choose Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala over everyone else. Now, this doesn't mean that we go around angering our neighbors, angering the people all the time. No, keeping people happy is a part of deen as well. But we need to remember that if any time comes upon us that we have to choose between the pleasure of Allah or the pleasure of people, then we always choose the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in all given situations. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم جزاكم الله خيرا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. طيور السعادة